Okay. Good afternoon, all. This is Professor Nagendra Akula. So now, today, we are entering into that thermal engineering lab. So, this is R18 syllabus. In this R18 syllabus, we have 12 experiments. As per JNTUH, we will conduct 10 experiments. And before that, I want to introduce myself. So, I completed my diploma in automobile engineering. After that, I joined Government Engineering College, Aurangabad, and I finished my BE in mechanical engineering. After that, I wrote entrance examination and I prepared for gate examination. So I secured near about 75% percentile, we can say that, and I joined MTech in machine design in Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Kakinada. So, university campus. So, this is my brief biography. So, and then, so first of all, I will tell you about that department. So, our department is NBA accredited, and another one more most important in our India, one more accreditation is NBA. So these two accreditations is there. So on that we prepared for labs as well as for theory papers. So here why we are went for NBA accreditation means this is outcome based education. So for that outcome based education we prepared for that manuals. One is that student manual, another one is that instructor manual, we can say that, or we can say that faculty manual. So these two things, and I welcome you once again for thermal engineering. For in this semester, first semester we are going to get it. Earlier last semester will be there, it will come in that second year. I think you people were well versed with, you are already you are studied thermal engineering 1 and thermal engineering 2 and thermodynamics. So these are, first of all, if you want to know this thermal engineering, what are the prerequisites? What are the prerequisites? So prerequisites is for thermal engineering. If you want to study for thermodynamics, what is the prerequisite? So over there, physics, chemistry, and as well as mathematics. So these are the prerequisites you have to study for thermodynamics. Once you completed that thermodynamics, after that you will come into that, you can study that thermal engineering 1 and thermal engineering 2, these two subjects. So for these subjects you have to complete it for thermal engineering lab. So these are the prerequisites. Okay. Now we will enter into that thermal engineering lab. So in this lab, whenever we are going to entering into that lab, so we have to take safety precautions. So what is safety? So anything, if you are having one vehicle, there will be a one manual will be there. That is owner's manual. So in that owner's manual, if you open that manual, first thing will be there, that is called as safety. So first is the safety. After that you can do that any experiments. And one more thing is that it is very somewhat little bit important lab in entire labs in your BTech studies. So that's why we have to take safety precautions. So that to be here we are handling with fuels. Okay, and moreover rotating equipment will be there. So if you compare other labs also, so somewhat it is different from other labs. Suppose you take metrology, you take workshop, or you take any other production technology, or you take ICS, instrumentation and control systems. So somewhat little bit different, and we have to go for some mathematical equations. So all these things will be there in our thermal engineering lab. And as per JNTH, we have 12 experiments. First experiment is IC engines, valve timing diagram and port timing diagram. Second one experiment is IC engines performance test for SI engines. Another one is that IC engines performance test for two stroke. Earlier one is four stroke and then two stroke. So you know very well rather than me what is a stroke and what is that two stroke and four stroke. So because of your already prerequisites you are studied. Okay, even though whenever it is required I will explain it. So another thing is that Morse test for four cylinder engine, SI engines. We have one engine is there, four cylinder SI engine. And then another one is that evaluation, okay, friction by motoring test, retarding test, and stroke of CA engine. So, four stroke of CA engine, we can conduct it. Single cylinder, four stroke engine. Another one is that IC engine heat balance sheet. Heat balance sheet, we can test all this. What is meaning of performance? We have to find out that different parameters of the IC engines. So that there are so many parameters will be there that we can find out with the help of taking of readings. Okay, that is that. Another one is that economical speed test. IC engines economical speed test. So with the help of air fuel ratio will be there. What is that air fuel ratio for petrol engine? What is that air fuel ratio for diesel? So performance test on variable compression ratio test rig. So we have one VCR engine is there. With that we are going to finding out that one. And then IC engines performance test on CA engine. We can do for either VCR engine or we can do for single cylinder 4-stroke diesel engine. No problem. Okay, anything we can conduct it. Okay, here particularly he is saying that we can conduct a test on that only 4-cylinder diesel engine. So another one is most important one. Whatever now till now we studied, till now we discussed, that is that performance volumetric efficiency of air compressor. So engines is different, this compressor is different. So engine we can calculate and we can something we can add it and we can remove it. But whereas compressor there is no nothing, only single cylinder will be there and piston will be there. Okay, so these are the so many types of compressors will be there. So volumetric efficiency we are going to finding out. So here what we are going to hear this thing volumetric this complicated analysis compared to that IC engines. So many purposes are there, so many uses are there for this compressor. So another one is one of the most important, one can do that easily. So assembly and disassembly of IC engines. Any two-stroke engine or four-stroke engine, whatever we are having in our two-stroke engine is available to dismantle it and to assemble it. Another one is a study experiment is study of boilers. So these are the experiments. Now we are entering into that lab. So what are they? What are the precautions? First of all, you have to tuck whenever you are entering. That's one of the most important one. Another one is any shoes that to be leather shoe to be weared. leather shoe to be weared. Another some of the important precautions I'll explain. So whenever you are entering into that lab, so first thing is without permission of faculty or respective technician, lab technician, so you should take first of all that permission. Otherwise, it is somewhat means difficult, and it will be say that hazardous, and I can say that it is dangerous. That's why I'm telling from starting onwards. So that is entire different lab. This is okay. That is it. Before handling of the equipment, take the permission from respective faculty and lab technician. Okay, that's very most important. So take care while you are going to pouring, but pouring that diesel into that diesel or petrol or engine oil into that fuel tank and crankcase. So that is the precautions we have to take it. Another one more thing is the wearing of open toed sheets. Some of the students, they will not tie their threads of the shoe. They will lose. What happen? The thread will go somewhere under into that machine. It will give that very highly dangerous. Means some of the dangerous issues will happen or some damage will happen. So that's why we have to take care of that one. Okay, wearing of uh, open tied shoes, toed shoes, or sandals. Some of these students, so many students I have saw in my tenure of my service. So slippers they will come casually. क्या बोलता है रे ऐसा बोल के. So some of the sandals in laboratories are not at all permitted. We are not going to permit that one. Another one more important, you have to wear that apron. Apron, that to be not lose something, it is going that one. Okay, that is one more thing. Another one is that loosely hanging garments means your shirts is loosened, your means say that your trouser is loosened, so that should not be weird. So any lab I am telling you, any lab if you go for that one, any lab, that's very most important. And ornaments, so many people are there, they will wear their gold ornaments, that should not be hanging. If that if you are wearing that one, you please keep your ornaments in your bag and enter it. That's not. If it is not there, you tie it and keep it properly. Okay, that's a very most important. And loose slippers, already I discussed it with him. And loose hair also. If some boys will be there. So they are very somewhat lengthy hair. That hair will go and will somewhere else it will struck and it will give for damage for you. So that is also not permitted. Strictly not permitted in thermal engineering lab. I am telling you, please, my dear young friends, please note it. Loose hair can be danger, very very danger. That loose hair to and personal safety in the laboratory. You have to take you. We are going to giving all these safety precautions, but you have to take all these personal safety precautions. You have to your own. You have to take it. I am going to telling, but at the same time you have to take it. So that is that one thing you have to follow for laboratories. So and this petrol volatile. So suppose rotating equipments are there, the flywheel is going to be rotating. Whenever the flywheel is going to be rotating, so masses are going to rotating. Different types of masses. Springs are going to be pressurized and it is releasing force and taking force. Both the things will be there in valves and valve mechanism. So over there also you have to take care of that. Okay, whenever water is entering into that engines and it is leaving to that. So all these things you should not touch that equipment. So if you want to do that experiment, first of all, you have to take care of all the things. Okay. So anyhow, once again, I am telling you, my dear young friends, I welcome you all for thermal engineering lab. Okay. This video is for introduction for how to enter into that lab and safety precautions. Okay. Thank you, my dear young friends.